Today I'm going to explain the Korean romantic comedy movie, The Beauty Inside. The movie revolves around a guy named Woo Jin, who suffers from a rare condition. On his 18th birthday, he first learned about his condition, which makes him wake up with a different face and body every morning. He was shocked and puzzled by his condition at first. He told his mother Moon Suk about his disease. She had a hard time adjusting to it, but eventually accepted him for who he is. Woo Jin also came clean to his childhood best friend Sang Baek, who also accepted him. With Moon Suk and Sang Baek's support, Woo Jin starts to embrace his truth and learn to live with his strange condition. Every morning, Woo Jin wakes up in a different body of different age, gender and nationality. Some days he's a man, a woman, an old lady, or even a foreigner. Because of his condition, he can speak many languages depending on who he wake up as. Although he is always someone new on the outside, he's the same person on the inside. He is now used to seeing a different face in the mirror every morning. Woo Jin records himself every morning on his computer to keep a record. Every day is a challenge for him as he has to accustom himself to the changes of being a different person. He must adjust to his body, eyesight, voice, etc. He has a collection of all sorts of clothes, shoes to fit any and every type of body type. He also has all types of toiletries for males and females, young to old. He owns a phoropter to test his vision each day and a foot measuring device to measure his feet, which helps him select the right shoe. Woo Jin and Sang Baek have a furniture company called ALX, which makes unique high-end custom-made furniture for each individual client. The former works as a furniture designer while Sang Baek handles the manufacturing and sales. This allows Woo Jin to work in the privacy of his own home and avoid others from finding out about him. One day, Woo Jin meets a beautiful girl named Yi-soo who works at a furniture store. He falls for her beauty and her kind nature. He starts visiting the store every day to see her. Unbeknownst to her, he talks to her in a different avatar each time. But despite his changing appearance, Yi-soo would always treat him the same. Woo Jin waits until he wakes up as a handsome guy to finally ask the girl out on a day. He takes her to the ALX factory on the first date as she had expressed deep admiration for ALX products. They eat sushi and have a great time together. He asks her on another date the next day. She agrees. He wants to meet her as the same handsome guy, so he stays up all night, because he does not wake up as someone else the next morning. This goes on for several days and Woo Jin gets more and more sleepy with each passing day. The two start falling for each other and become inseparable over time. However, one day, Woo Jin falls asleep on a metro and wakes up as someone else. Afraid of freaking her out, he cancels his date with her and decides to never see her again. However, he gives in to his urges and continues to text her. He sends her a custom-made furniture designed just the way she likes it. The furniture helps Yi-soo impress her boss. Woo Jin also applies as a girl to work part-time at Yi-soo's workplace just so he could be close to her. He befriends her and asks to have dinner with her after work. He takes her to the ALX factory and gathers the courage to come clean about his identity and condition to her. He shows her the videos he recorded on his laptop to her, where he talks about her. He tells her about the conversions they had over dinner, about antique furniture, guitars and many things. However, Yi-soo finds it hard to believe and thinks it is some sick prank. She tells Woo Jin to never contact her again and storms out of the warehouse. Woo Jin breaks into tears. Yi-soo soon starts missing Woo Jin and begins to wonder what if he was telling her the truth. The table that he had gifted her reminds her of him every day. One day, she decides to go meet him and drops by his home. Woo Jin opens the door as a girl and the two have dinner. Woo Jin explains his condition to her, and Yi-soo decides to sleep with him so she could see Woo Jin waking up as a different person. Before sleeping, Woo Jin tells her more about his condition. He reveals that he is 29 years old. He had made peace with his condition, but ever since he met her it is more difficult to live with the condition. He tried to stay away from her, but it's too hard for him. Next day when Yi-soo wakes up she finds the same girl which she had dinner with. She lets Woo Jin sleep and goes through his clothes, shoes and videos on his laptop. When Woo Jin wakes up, he wakes up as a boy. Yi-soo finally believes his claim and starts to accept him. They again start to meet every day and Woo Jin is glad to meet the same girl he likes. They go to different places and talk about silly things. She gets used to Woo Jin waking up as a middle-aged man and some other day as a child. Meanwhile, Woo Jin feels safe around her and didn't felt loneliness in a long time. To find each other in the crowd, Woo Jin holds Yi-Soo's hand to let her know that it's him. With Woo Jin spending most of his time with Yi-Soo, he starts slacking on the work. Sang-baek starts complaining to him about his lack of attention to his designs. Woo Jin assures him that he will soon refocus his on work. With Woo Jin struggling at work, Yi-Soo pitches a new idea to him. She advises him to start the second ALX line with standardized sizes at moderate prices. This would give more people access to the ALX world and open new doors for the company. Woo Jin loves the idea, which surprises Sang-baek because Woo Jin always shoots down any new ideas he pitches. One day, Yi-Soo's furniture studio throws a party and Woo Jin gets an invitation. Yi-Soo's boss is excited to meet Yi-Soo's boyfriend, because everyone describes a different person when talking about Yi-Soo's boyfriend. Unfortunately, on the day of the party, Woo Jin wakes up as an old woman. He goes back to sleep and fortunately wakes up as a decent-looking man. Woo Jin finally arrives at the party and holds Yi-Soo's hand to let her know that it is him. Yi-Soo finally gets her coworkers off her back about wanting to meet her boyfriend. The pair have a great time at the party. The next day, Woo Jin takes Yi-Soo to meet his mother Moon-suk at her shop. Moon-suk is happy that her son has finally found someone he could spend the rest of his life with. She gives them her best wishes and hopes that they won't end up hurting each other. It is not always sunshine and rainbows for the couple. One time, Woo Jin upsets Yi-Soo when he randomly holds her hand in a crowd with a new and unknown face, freaking her out. Seeing her hurt, he apologizes to her and promises to never do it again. Sang-baek asks his friend why he hasn't proposed marriage to Yi-Soo yet. Woo Jin too had been thinking about proposing to her but had always been afraid about it. With Sang-baek's encouragement, he decides to propose his Yi-Soo. He works really hard to custom design a ring for her. Meanwhile, people begin to gossip about Yi-Soo after seeing her out with a different man every day. This starts to take a toll on her mental health and she increasingly becomes forgetful. She begins to take pills to cope with her stress, anxiety and insomnia. Amidst all this, Woo Jin broaches the topic of marriage to Yi-Soo and as expected, she isn't so keen on marriage right now. She tells him that there are many things to consider before getting married. She says that every time he looks in the mirror each morning, he needs time to accept himself, to test his vision, and to measure his feet. Similarly, she needs time to think about marrying all those different people. She also can't imagine how she's going to introduce him to her parents. Yi-Soo's response really upsets Woo Jin. He had thought that they were on the same page but it seems they are reading two different books. The conversion overwhelms Yi-Soo and she takes a high dosage of her pills. She falls ill and rushed to the hospital. Woo Jin learns that she had been taking pills for her stress and sleeplessness. He also finds an audio message of Yi-Soo's psychiatrist advising her to not see Woo Jin for some time for her mental health. Woo Jin is taken aback by all these revelations. He wonders if it was his fault or if he was too blind to notice that Yi-Soo had been silently suffering. He eventually concludes that he was the one who was blinded by fantasy. Woo Jin can't seem to find a way out of this and goes to meet his mother. Moon-suk tells him that she had expected this would happen one day or another. She tells him that Yi-Soo will be fine as long as Woo Jin and Yi-Soo aren't together. Puzzled, Woo Jin asks her what she's talking about. Then she reveals that Woo Jin inherited this condition from his father. Moon-suk loved Woo Jin's father dearly at first but people began gossiping. They accused her of being cheater. She tried to ignore it but one day, Woo Jin's father disappeared. He left her a letter, apologizing to her for making her life hell. Woo Jin is moved to tears by the revelation and he starts wondering if he also has to leave Yi-Soo for her betterment. After Yi-Soo is discharged from the hospital, Woo Jin meets her for the last time and breaks up with her. He tells her that it is the right choice and asks her to stop taking those pills before disappearing from her life. The breakup devastates Yi-Soo and she thinks about Woo Jin every day. 10 months pass by. Yi-Soo can now sleep without pills but she still misses Woo Jin. One day, Yi-Soo's boss shows her furniture designs from a website and asks her to find the designer's contact details. Yi-Soo notices Woo Jin's trademark style in those designs and suspects that he is the designer. Then she goes to meet Sang-baek in his office. However, Sang Baek acts cold towards her and refuses to talk to her about the designs in Woojin. Before leaving, Yi-soo notices a cargo box shipped from the Czech Republic in Sang Baek's office, further confirming her suspicions that Woojin is in the Czech Republic. Realizing that being away from Woojin hurts her more than people's gossip, Yi-soo flies to Czech Republic. An unknown Korean man answers the door at the website's address. He denies knowing anyone by the name of Kim Woo-jin, but Yi-soo asks to see the man's furniture collection for her store. Inside, she notices shoes of different sizes and gender, further confirming that the man is Woo-jin. She expresses her love for him and tells him that she wants to spend the rest of her life with him. Coming clean as Woo-jin, he tells her that he doesn't want to make her sick again. Yi-soo tells him she knows that being with him is going to be difficult, but without him it will be more difficult. Challenging, but being without him is much worse. The two break into tears. After collecting themselves, they then go out for a walk in the Czech Republic's picturesque capital. Yi-soo tells him that she doesn't care if he changes every day and she loves the Kim Woo-jin inside him. The movie ends with Woo-jin taking out the ring he had made earlier in the film and finally putting it on her finger. Subscribe for more videos like this, turn on notifications, and leave a like to help the channel out. Thank you for watching. Peace.